Right, here we are. It's funny enough my birthday weekend, and we are celebrating it. We're going to go bike packing, first time ever. We're going to go for a night down to Hayling Island, and we're going to ride back again. Isn't that right?
Yes, that is terrifyingly right.
Yeah, so this is the first time we have done this. We don't really know what the hell we're doing, but we're going to find out. We're going to see if we've done it right, or see if we've done it wrong. We're probably going to take all the wrong kit, but well, that's what happens. We're going to find out, and that's half the fun of it. So yeah, we're setting off a little bit later than we intended. We would have liked. So we've got a few hours on the bike. We'll let you know how long it should take. But I'll try and put some stuff on our trip, and otherwise we'll show you what it's like when we put everything together and camping. Alright, well, let me show you what we're riding. So, here are our steeds. Okay, so it's the Kona El Kahuna LE mountain bike, and we've got a few panniers on the side. We luckily, because it's the two of us are doing this, we can share the weight of a relatively decent tent, so we've got those on. Otherwise we've just got two panniers each, so should be a bit of a light trip, we hope, one hopes, but we'll see how that goes, and if we suffer, we suffer. If we don't, well, do we know that we did something right. Right, well, let's get this going. Don't worry, we're still at home, but we have actually started. So, just getting used to the weight. Let's see how this goes. We've got live firing going on. The old Liss railway station. Coming up to the new Liss railway station. Hopefully we don't have to wait for a train for too long. So we are maybe a third of the way. How do you feel?
Not too bad. Just a bit nettle stung, but okay.
Yeah, seemed to be a lot of nettles, and it did rain quite heavily yesterday. It's not going to rain today or tomorrow, but it is rather muddy. You can see over there, it's pretty muddy, so the bike is a little bit dirty right now, but you know, we deal with what we deal with. Onward and upward. Right, so we're coming into Petersfield. We're going to have a little break and we'll show you in the town square. Sure, right, so we are now, as you can see behind us, at Queen Elizabeth Park. So there's a sign just here That way is Queen Elizabeth Country Park. That way is Rowlands Castle. We need to go that way. We probably could go through the park and get to it on the other side, but this is actually as far as we've come down the Shipwrights Way. So from here on out, we don't really know where we're going. So we're relying on the nav, and Canute says to go that way. So we've got to trust it and see how we go. That was one hell of a hill climbing up to here. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, thank God for assistance via the battery, because that was one hell of a hill. Okay, so we've been riding time for about an hour and a half. We haven't stopped a lot. We stopped at where was it? Petersfield for a little bit of a bite and a hydration, and otherwise we've been pretty much going straight the way through. So we're making fairly good time. There's a couple of clouds out, but they don't look too ominous, and so we should get to Hayling Island and our campsite within good time. Right, here we go. Oops, riding one-handed and trying to film. Well, sign says we're in the right way, so we haven't got lost yet. Woohoo! Follow the sign for the 22. So apparently the post boxes over here get cold at night. They need a little cozy on top to keep them warm. We have finally made it to the sea. Looks like the tide's out because the sea is green rather than blue, but you know, these things happen. So we're really close. So we just got to cross over. I think there's a bridge, and then we're on Hayling Island, and then we hit the Billy Trail, and then that's where our campsite is. So not too long. I think we've only got about, what's it, 4 miles you said, I think?
3.9.
3.9 miles. So, hey, cool. Well, here we go. We have crossed over. We are on Hayling Island. This welcomes us. So we can see where we are here. And we're going to be following the Billy Trail, which goes down the side to about halfway down. And that's where about the campsite is. I don't think it's named on this map. But it's pretty cool. So this is what Hayling Island looks like. We're at the top and we're going back down. So we didn't get far. We stopped. Kirsty found some information. So apparently these are anti-tank blocks. So that's a thing.
And that's a medieval causeway.
Out there, I don't know if you can see it in the sun, but medieval causeway that linked the island before the bridge. Cool. Well, here we go. So this is the famous Billy Trail. It's actually pretty nice. Fairly easy going. People walking, dogs, bikes, everything. Oh, yummy. I haven't got enough hands. Okay, I've got to put you down for a second. There you go. Refuel on the go. That wasn't dangerous at all. Good thing we're going like, no, still 6 miles an hour. Not exactly that slow. Whoop. A little bit of sugar's welcome though. Sun's right in the eyes though. Oh, there we go. But quite pleasant. It's a nice surface, and it's all flat as well. Very nice. Oh, oyster beds, Station Road, West Town. Very cool. Right, here we are. We are at the Oven family campsite, Hayling Island. Looks pretty good. Kirsty's over there behind me checking in. Hope we're in the right place. And we're going to find our campsite and we'll show you how we're going to pitch up. Cool. Cool, right, so we have found it. We're pitch number 8. There's lots of people around, which is cool. We've just finished our ride. We've got all the information pack. We are here at the Oven campsite in Hayling Island, and yeah, we've been told it's burger night in the cafe. So we are going to throw the tent together. We are heading that way because man, we could smash a burger right now. It's been a long day. So if we have a look at the metrics, I don't know if you can see that. But we have had about 3 hours of riding time today. We have had 28.8 miles. We averaged about 9.5 miles an hour, which is not too bad considering if we have a look down here, I don't know if you can see, but we've only got 1 notch down on our battery. and to be absolutely honest, that notch has only gone down like in the last 100 yards, you know, just since I last looked at it. It's on eco now. I don't know why it's on eco, but just to have a look. But we've done most of this trip off, you know, not having any assistance. So if we were to have a look at this and see what the range is, I've got 99 miles left on my range, which is phenomenal. You know, this bike just eats the miles, especially if the battery's off, which is really, really, really cool. So yeah, about 3 hours of ride time. The bike says about 2 hours 57. Average mile an hour 9.6. Maximum miles an hour is 25.7. Yeah, our total distance so far is 28.5 miles from home to Hayling Island campsite, which is really, really, really cool. We did hit some really nice elevations as well. So the max ascent was 345. Descent, we had some nice downhills all the way from Queen Elizabeth Park. Basically everything was downhill. So it was pretty good. Really nice day. You can see where the temperatures are, and a total ride time of 4 hours and 20 minutes. So we only stopped for about an hour through the whole day, the whole ride, bits and pieces here and there. So it's pretty good. All right, let's see what we can. Let's throw this tent together. Well, hello again, in normal speed. Because I realized that, last night I tried to do a little time lapse for putting the tent up and everything like that, and I don't really know how it came out, so we'll see. If you've seen it, that means it came out. But what I managed to do is I forgot to take it off time lapse. So I've been filming and talking to you guys, but I don't know how it's going to come out because I think I've had it all on time lapse. So we've gone all the way from Hayling Island through here to, we're now in Finchdean, and yeah, and on the wrong setting. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Well, at least we'll now show you from here on out. Well, there we go. Well, I mean, if you have seen the stuff, well, then you know it's come out. But it's just interesting realizing I only really noticed it now. Right. Well, fuel time anyway. There we go. So that's the road we're needing. We just got back on our bikes for a little bite from the bite to eat. Hey, look at this. Just saw this next to the road. The old iron foundry. Well, there's a big old anvil there, so I believe it. Such nice houses around here. But that's where we're going. Train. Okay, bye. So, we saw this on the way down, but we didn't stop because we flashed past it. But this is St. Hubert's Church, and this we're in the Idsworth Valley. And we can't get much more picturesque than this behind me. It's awesome. We're just seeing the sunflowers caught our attention. Where you can come pick your own sunflowers and take them home for a fee. But how cool is that? Might go and have a walk up or a ride up and see what it's like. Apparently inside there's 14th century wall paintings. So that's very cool. Right, so this spot might be a bit familiar. We stood here yesterday, but we were going that way. We've just come up that way. So yesterday, after here, it was pretty much all downhill. There was virtually no uphill, didn't really have to use the batteries at all. And today it was the exact opposite. So yeah, the batteries were on all the time. And we've been going uphill for a couple of hours now.
About 4 miles.
Only 4 miles?
Felt like longer.
Oh, great. It felt like hours, but apparently it was only like 4 miles. But anyway, but we'll have a look. I'm still really impressed with the range here. So if I come back and have a look, I still kept it on eco, which is really cool. But my range said, even with all that hill going up, I've still got 56 miles left, and we've only got about 15 or so, no, 16, somewhere around there, 15, 16, 17 miles left before home, and I've got a range now of 56 apparently, and that's so I'm really impressed. I'm seeing the benefit of the little tires though, with all the people going past. Yeah, so in terms of where the distance we can get on with this thing, as long as it's not missioning uphill all the time, yeah, we can get really far. So I am rather impressed. So we've got a little bit of a treat. We've got a real downhill now, and then the familiar road back home. We'll see you closer there. Right, we have, as you can see, hydrated, and we're going to get back onto the road again. Bit of a stop off. We just saw this place on the road, so alright, let's hang left and see what we can do.
Yep, time to get going.
Time to get going. The road noise, but we had to make it an executive decision. The Komoot nav wanted us to go a very dodgy way, and we were going to just to see where it goes, because we chose the route that we knew on the way down. On the way back up, we said, okay, well, let's just see where we go, and it was not a better route. So we got ourselves back on the way we know. But unfortunately, there we go, right on the highway. 8:03 I think, and yeah, we're heading up. We're past Petersfield, we've come up steep, and we're going to be hitting Liss and then back down to Borden. Let's go. Right, so we've arrived home. It has been a long weekend. That was a lot of climbing today, and not a lot of sleep last night. Yeah, but it was a good adventure. What do you reckon?
Yeah, my legs are tired, but it was fun.
It was fun. I now have bum bruises, saddle bruises.
Me too.
Yeah, it's just a. That's where I was feeling it. Actually, the legs were still good. The legs could have kept on going, possibly. Yeah, it was definitely getting a little bit saddle worn, saddle bruised at least. But yeah, it was a good experience. I think we know what to expect for the next time, what we can do better, what we can do differently, and yeah, we're up for a next one. Hopefully it'll be instead of just one night, it'll be maybe multiple nights in 2 different places, doing like a round trip rather than just a there and back. But you know, you've got to do a there and back just to see how far it is. Exactly. All right, cool. So that's us. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go through the stats in a second now, just to have a look. And I think we went further today than we did yesterday. I don't quite know how we did that, but I think we went kind of roundabouting, because we went down to the beach as well and did a little bit of kind of sightseeing, I suppose. But yeah, let's have a look and see what's going on. Alright, so I'm not too sure how much you can see, but today's ride was 3 hours and 23 minutes of ride time with 31.6 miles. Average again about 9.3. Last time was about 9.5 as well. And max speed 33.8. That's nice. That was down nice little downhill. Elevation 358 meters, max, that's ascent, and descent 306. So that's pretty good. So get the cadence. Really nice day today, you can see by the temperatures. And we took a total of almost 6 hours to do the trip. So just 5 hours 50 minutes, 49 minutes. So we had about a 2 hour and 25 minutes pause time. But we sat for lunch, we found a couple of trees, we had a sneaky little adult beverage at a really nice little kind of pub restaurant-y type hotel place. And so yeah, all is good. Today was a try to take it easy coming back home. We didn't have to beat the clock in at all. In terms of the bike stats, right, so from yesterday, 60.5 miles, still got a range of 50 miles, right? You can see there's 3 bars left on the battery meter, and out of all of everything, still have that much juice in the battery is pretty phenomenal. So in total, from yesterday to today, 6 hours and 20 minutes of ride time, at an average of 9.5 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. We pretty much kept a similar average today as we did yesterday, even with all the comparative downhills and uphills. So quite a thing. Yeah, cool. That is it. So if you like what we did, give us a shout, tell us what we did wrong, tell us what we did right, what would you suggest, where we should be going. Kirsty's refueling, I'm going to go do the same. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and share this around if you'd like to. All right. Keep a good one. Cheers and bye.